Wow. Okay, so I decided to look up list of music considered the worst.
Oh, okay.
This is a Wikipedia article,
Mm.
and it says on here is like albums, right? And
Mm.
it says let me see. Due to their longer playtimes than singular songs, albums contain material that most people, apart from fans and professional critics, will not have heard and have serious flaws. Therefore, worst ever lists usually contain poorly recorded albums that many readers or viewers have not heard in their entirety, or the worst or most disappointing albums by well-regarded artists.
Oh.
Now, these albums, I'm really being surprised by what I'm seeing. Like, I'm seeing, like, Having Fun with Elvis on Stage by Elvis Presley.
I think that's the one where, like, for most of the album, he's just kind of goofing off and not actually performing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It says, this album was a recording of an Elvis Presley concert that contained no actual music. And instead consisted mainly of banter and jokes from between numbers.
Yeah, man, who doesn't want that?
Wait, were they just trying to figure out, like, who would buy, like, whatever he did?
Yeah, it's like, how bad can we push this? Where's the line? Where's the line when they're finally like, nope. And we know, okay, let's never go that far again.
Okay, we know we at least have to have music. Damn it.
Check. Damn it. Okay, he's not gonna like this. Effort from Elvis? Oh boy.
And then Metal Machine Music by Lou Reed.
You need to listen to Metal Machine music. I'm very familiar with that album.
I really don't think I do.
Well,
Because it says consisting entirely of guitar feedback loops.
yeah.
Who the fuck?
That's Lou Reed at his most experimental. To even where when Lou Reed passed away, and you know how they're all like, oh, whenever a musician passes away, all their music like flies off the shelves or whatever. Not that one. You can still find copies of Metal Machine music. People just were not interested.
You said, oh wait, it moved the needle a little bit. Look, one person bought a copy. Oh no, the money went back. Never mind, they returned it.
Oh, nope, they didn't look it up on Wikipedia first. They learned a valuable lesson.
Then there's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Because they made a movie based on the album.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're not familiar with this?
They made a movie based on the album that a bunch of cover singers did.
Yes.
What? That's like going through your elbow to get to your ass. Like, why?
Yeah.
The album was readily available. Couldn't they have just...
Well, no, it's because they made a movie, and it was a musical featuring songs from the Sgt. Pepper album, but they had musicians that were cast in the movie perform the songs.
Oh, so these are like popular musicians.
Yeah, like Aerosmith perform a song, the Bee Gees do a couple.
What's wrong with that?
They're not good.
Really?
No, they're not good compared to the originals. Like, nobody would want that over the original. Especially since, according to Rolling Stone, for the past God knows how long, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is considered, like, the best album ever made. So tampering with it is kind of like, why the fuck would you? But it is extremely overrated, if you ask me.
So basically, I get the feeling that it's not that it was actually really terrible. They were just like, how dare you?
Yeah, it's just nobody fucking wanted that.
Yeah,
like nobody asked for that.
We already have the best album that we wanted. I guess it's like when you do a cover of something, you really have to figure out what, like, I guess there's a bit of an art to it in and of itself. Because, like, you can't cover something that's too great. You know?
Yeah.
Because you're going to fall short.
Which, by the way, reminds me that soon, and we should probably review it for the podcast, they're reviewing a cover album of the Hamilton soundtrack.
Oh.
But the songs are covered by, like, popular big-name rappers of the day. So, who knows? Maybe it won't be shit.
Dude, that might be the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band soundtrack of the new millennium.
Because it's like, fucking Hamilton is still, to this point, untouchable.
Yeah.
It fucking swept the Tonys. It's considered like one of the best things to come out of last year. It's like there's no touching that. But it's like, oh no, a fucking tribute album. Like no.
You really trying to get, I don't know, 21 Savage and, like, I don't think that's gonna gel.
Can we fucking get Lil Yachty to do Not Gonna Miss My Shot? Can we get that?
Maybe if we got Chance to do it, that would be pretty cool.
Ooh, okay.
Chance and Kendrick Lamar, just have them.
Oh, I have a feeling that like the names we want are gonna be like too big.
Yeah, it's gonna get like fucking Fetty Wap and shit.
Oh man, yeah, we're just gonna have to settle for Fetty Wap and like Lil Ma or Young Ma, whatever her name is.
Young M.A.
Young M.A.
But there's only like a dot on, like, after the M. There's no dot after the A. So is that Young A?
Young A. I think a comment said that it is supposed to be Young Ma. I'm not sure though. I've never actually heard anybody say it, so I'm not sure.
Now here's another one. Elvis's Greatest Shit by Elvis Presley. A posthumous bootleg compilation consisting largely of outtakes and a selection of Elvis. Why do people just keep using Elvis, yo? Like,
because fucking people hate Elvis. He's an asshole, and he was a shitty musician.
Like, let me see. Consisting largely of outtakes and a selection of Elvis's movie soundtrack songs of the 60s were deliberately made to highlight the worst of his career.
Yeah.
Let me see. Critics largely agreed that the pseudonymous.
Oh.
I guess they went under a fake name, like pseudonym. The compiler of the record succeeded in picking Presley's worst work.
Did you fucking see the album cover? It's just a picture of him in his casket.
Oh my god!
It's like a National Enquirer headline, and it just says exclusive Elvis's Greatest Shit. And at the bottom it says, fat dead person.
Jesus Christ!
They fucking, no chill.
How did they get this? There's no way Elvis Presley's estate.
No.
Like, this has to be illegal.
This was back in a time period where you can get away with, not get away with, but to a certain extent, I guess there was less they could do about it. I'm not sure. Because this is probably like around the same time as people like releasing unofficial video games like for the Nintendo, but they're not exactly licensed. But maybe there wasn't so much they could do about it. But I guess if you're working for, as this album says, Dog Vomit Records, it says vocal duets, and it's a picture of him, the picture he took with Nixon.
MacArthur Park.
What was he doing covering that?
No, these are some of the worst songs.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty bad song.
Yeah, the fucking weirdly worded, like, it's so epic and sad sounding, and it's just like, wait, he just lost a cake recipe?
Right, like it needs to mean something else, right? We're not just simply talking about a recipe for a cake that it took him so long to bake.
And then, Obla Di Obla Da.
Yeah, that's bad.
You're Having My Baby.
Ew.
Which, that's...
Have a baby, by me, and be a millionaire.
No, have a baby by me, baby. You don't have a choice. Have a baby by
me. You don't have a say in the matter.
Like, goddamn, you're having my baby.
Yeah.
Then, let me see. True by Spandau Ballet? Whoa!
That's not a bad song.
Now y'all motherfuckers just hating.
Yeah, that's not bad. I like that song.
And then there's Susudio by Phil Collins. Once again, y'all hate. Really? Worst. Really?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't consider it worst. It's not great, but it's definitely not worst quality.
I mean, I don't know, like, if that's even a real name, though. Like, is that a reference to something? Because it's like, just say the word, Susudio. Like, who the fuck is Susudio?
Yeah, does he actually know a Susudio?
Yeah, like...
Are you bullshitting?
Yeah, like, did you just choose that because it's that? Like, it couldn't have been, just say the word, oh, Diana. Like, you know, like, he had to make it, like, a really weird name so that it would sound like okay, you know?
It'd be memorable.
Yeah. And then I never got the hate for this one. We Built This City on Rock and Roll by Starship.
That's what I was gonna say was, when you said like the worst song, whatever. Yeah, for some reason people consider that to be like the worst song ever.
Yeah, I remember watching like the 40 most horribly bad songs on like MTV or VH1 or whatever, and that was number one. And like I was like, wait, number one? Like, what do they do? Like, it doesn't sound any different than, like, most of the cheesy 80s songs of the time.
Yeah, it is very cheesy, but that's, like, as much as you can really say about it.
Yeah,
it's not awful.
Maybe it was because, like, wasn't it from, like, a credible band at one point?
Yeah, Jefferson Starship was Jefferson Airplane, and in the late 60s, they did some, like, really, like, thought-provoking, like hard rock and psychedelic rock. So by the time they turned into Jefferson Starship in the 80s, yeah, it was a big dip in quality.
So I think it's just because of who they were.
Well, then they need to say that. Because out of that context, it's not that bad. But only if you know who they were before would you consider it to be that bad.
Exactly.
If you didn't know it was the same band, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, because if this was by, like, Warrant or something like that, no one would care.
No.
You know? Then there's Don't Worry, Be Happy. Again, don't get the hate. Don't understand it. It says like, it topped Q100 DJ Bert Weiss's list of tracks he would forever ban from the radio.
Whoa.
Who the fuck is he? Am I supposed to know who he is?
Is that all he does? Is he just plays a song in his radio show and then decides, no, I'm banning that one. You're never hearing that one again. Like, oh, okay.
Like, is this a power player in the music industry? Dude, I hope I'm wrong about this, because it's just like, it just seems like a random, like, talk show, radio guy, you know?
Yeah.
Who is, I've never heard of this guy before. Maybe if it was like, who's your boy, who was like Lebanese and in like the 70s.
Oh, Wolfman Jack?
Like, yeah, like Wolfman Jack, or no, the other guy who did like the top 40 radio sort of thing. Oh, come on. Hold on.
Talking about fucking, Dick something?
No, he's a top 40 radio jockey. He, people used to listen to him. Casey Kasem!
Casey Kasem, that's
right.
If
he was like, I'm not playing this fucking song anymore.
And it's like, well, that's fucking Shaggy saying it, so I gotta listen to
him. You know? But, like, really? Some guy? I don't know. And then someone says, Blender said, that it's difficult to think of a song more likely to plunge you into suicidal despondency than this. Really?
Which song?
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Again, with the fucking trying way too hard, like fucking Eve, whatever her name was, from that fucking Quizmodo article. Look, we get it. You don't like it.
I get it. It's cheesy, but suicidal despondency? Fucking chill.
They better not have gotten like a fucking raise for that shit. This shit's stupid.
You know what's really funny? Like, they're hating on these songs. They had no idea how bad it was gonna get.
Yeah.
They really, dude, like, if they could hear half the shit that's so boring and, like, suicidally fucking depressing a lot of music is now, with no reason. You know what I mean? It's just like this malaise of just sadness, just glazed unhappiness, like despondency. It's not even like sad. It's just like feeling nothing.
Yep.
Like, it's like, it's an this music, a lot of pop music today is like the personification of just existential dread. And maybe this is what we're going through right now. Like, you know, it's like a lot of this stuff, man, like, really? I think we need some of this cheesy shot to the arm shit.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, this shit is not that bad. At least you can sing it at karaoke. No one's gonna be singing fucking, Pillow Talk. No one's gonna be singing that in karaoke 20 years from now.
Oh, God, no.
It's not interesting enough. It doesn't stick out enough. You know what it is? It feels like a lot of pop songs are trying to, like, fit in. And, like, the cool kid is, like, Weeknd, and everyone's trying to sound like him.
Yep.
And he's just like, fuck you guys. I'm on to songs like Starboy with Daft Punk. That's got to be interesting.
Oh yeah, at the very least.
There's no way that's boring. Like Starboy featuring fucking Daft Punk. Like I have to know what this is. But let me see. We got Ice Ice Baby. Honestly, it feels like you like, especially for Don't Worry Be Happy, it feels like people are punishing it for being different.
Yeah.
Cause like, what is there to really hate about it? You might say it's like corny, but like worthy of the worst? Like no. If you made a list of corniest, I'd be down for it, but come on. And Ice Ice Baby, dude, that was not the worst rap song. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. It's pretty bad. It's
not that bad.
It's pretty bad, but it's not even as bad as the fucking B-side single he put out, the Play That Funky Music, White Boy.
Ooh,
where, like, it wasn't even that funky. Like, all of the funk from the original song is just, like, stripped down to the bass line.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad. People need to look more at that, but the reason why they don't is because, you know, no one remembers that song.
Yeah, it's all for clicks. It's all for fucking, like, people to read that shit and be like, oh, yeah, I remember that one. Oh, that is bad. Like, it's nostalgia mixed with, like, hate listening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right, now, Thong Song. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thong Song, I can see. I remember, I looked, so you know how you hear a song, and over time, the part that only is memorable to you is the part that gets repeated by everybody, you know, that dong, the dong, 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 you do the booty-oh, do the booty-oh. And I remember thinking, like, you know, a part gets repetitive, but that's not the whole song. You go back and listen, that was the whole song.
Yeah.
One verse repeated 3 times. 3 are like, it's just like the same, like, parts that get repeated, but then they just repeat that same thing again. Like, there's no... who is that chick? She's scandalous. She's living a vida loca. She does like a truck. And you think there's going to be at least a second verse to be different. No, it just repeats the same fucking thing. Yeah, that is the worst. One of the worst songs, definitely. And if you don't think so, no, go listen to that shit again.